So today we are going to gather here to have a very interesting case discussion, group discussion. The topic is about healthcare industry, medical industry. As we know that we are learning Python programming language in this semester. So we would like to know the strength of Python, how it is transforming the medical industry, especially the healthcare industry. Uh, we know that various features of Python, it's a very powerful programming tool nowadays, which is used and implemented in machine learning and artificial intelligence in various verticals. If you see medical industry and healthcare also, we have a lot of things, especially we can focus on patient records, which are huge historical information. We need to extract it from the people. Then we have to consolidate and we have to give the summary of information to the doctors or to the patients back. And another way, in the medical imaging industry, we are analyzing a lot of reports like from ECG, EEG to the MRI scan, various machines and sensors. And these reports also has to be uh, improvise the speed and process that could be achieved through the Python programming language. Similarly, in futuristic level, we need to apply those genomics or bioinformatics very also. And another area where we can bring that Internet of Things devices, IoT, we call this. So in various aspects, the Python language can be implemented in medical industry, healthcare industry to improve the performance and the more insight, benefitful process for the patients and for the doctors. So we will initiate this JD. I want somebody from your team to give a clear introduction, brief points about what we are going to discuss on this.
Yeah, sure, sir. Hello, sir. So this is Kotla from second year BME. So today our topic is how Python programming is transforming the medical industry. So basically, Python is a powerful programming language that is used widely in medical industries because of its simplicity and more accuracy. So it helps doctors, researchers, and other hospitals to improvise their medical services with the help of artificial intelligence, data analysis, and automations. So Python plays a vital role in healthcare industry to make it more faster, accurate, and more reliable.
Good. Well initiated, Rohila. You given a kickstart with a very strong lead to the topic. So now I want somebody to explain the strength of Python language in medical imaging, how we can get the results and outputs.
As we should. I'm Priya from second BME. So now I'm going to explain how Python is helpful for medical imaging. So one of the most contribution of Python in healthcare is medical imaging. Using artificial intelligence and machine learning, Python can analyze the medical imaging such as CT, MRI, and X-ray. So by this, in medical imaging, doctors can yearly predict the disease and can treat them very fastly. It also reduces the treatment cost, and also Python uses the libraries such as TensorFlow, which used to store the data, and it store the data for long period of time. So it also used to identify the cell disease and heart-based disease.
Very good, very insightful, Priya, whatever the points are given. Yes, of course, TensorFlow or Python, these are the libraries of Python which is highly useful to give the clear insight about the medical records, which are derived from the MRI scan, CT scan, and X-ray reports. As you said, Python is not only producing the results, it makes the work very easy for the patients and for the medical research people. So in that case, I think Python is being leveraged for this kind of report making and summary of the patient information. It will be really great for that. And at this point, we want to know how the research laboratory, how it is going to leverage the Python libraries to improve the performance and how it will improve the performance in terms of analytics, like we can use various tools and how it will bridges the doctors and patients or other medical IoT devices in the healthcare industry. Can you explain?
Hello everyone, this is Mirza from second year BOE. Now let's move on research and telemedicine. Python is also transforming in medical research and telemedicine. In biomedical industries, Python helps researchers in drug discovery and clinical trials. It reduces the time requirement for developing medicines, and Python is also used to build a telemedicine apps for online consultation, appointment booking, and remote patient monitoring. These services became very useful for COVID-19 pandemics.
Good, well said, Tisha. She just explained the achievement, what has been done in the COVID times. It's COVID times, many people remotely they work, they want that report to be sent to the doctors or to the hospitals. Then they will analyze that and they will give a reply to it. In that time, we highly leverage the internet, email services, and other digital marketings also for this kind of healthcare alerts. Yes, I appreciate this idea. Telemedicine and that whatever futuristic, like medical industry requires a lot of communications through the mailing, and that has to happen in the remote process without the patient visiting to the hospital. So well explained, Vidusha. And at this point, we move on to the next level. In futuristic, how this Python language can be adapted in bioinformatics, because you students are coming from biomedical engineering, you are dealing with medicine as well as with biology. So how this can be utilized in bioinformatics or biotech in future? Anyone can bring points in this.
Hello, sir. Myself, Vigashni from second year primary engineering. So it's all about the challenges and its conclusions. So although Pythons will have a limited amount of challenges and its advantages too. So the medical data must remain its higher accuracy and its privacy. So AI will have its accuracy and it sometimes affect the patient safety also. So it will have a libraries like NumPy, which is used for its ECG signals, which will have an accurate and analyzing the ECG waves into accurately. So and it will reduce the doctors and it's also the engineering work inputs still. So it will have its healthcare will be used in its robotics and personalized medicine and industry purpose. So Pythons will be re-evaluation in healthcare systems and it's used to transform the healthcare into a better system.
Good, Yogashi, you're nailing it. Actually, the technology libraries are much important. As you said, the SciPy or PyTorch or TensorFlow, these has to be functionally understood. Then it has to, people have to understand the algorithm, how it works behind the system, like machine learning algorithm or artificial intelligence. And as you said, robotics requires to handle the medicines or drug discoveries or prediction of patient disease. In all the process, we need cobot, call it as collaborating robot. That is what a co-working robot. That's what we call it as cobot. So I appreciate your conclusion that what you said that in futuristic it will be highly speed up the entire process in medical and healthcare industries. I think patients will be easily handled and doctors will be highly utilized. The resources are here is doctors. Okay. So that process will be, and also prediction, the drug prediction discovery, also the suggestions for the upcoming diseases. Okay, for example, if the baby born, the entire things like whatever the vaccination, everything can be given to the alerts or through predictions. Right? Good. This was a very interesting journey. You people, you brought the real life with the technology. I appreciate your idea that you given every points like which the Python will transform the medical and healthcare industry. Already it started and it is going on well. In future, it will become much more better. Yes, thank you for joining this journey. Let us meet up in another. Okay.